So where are we?
This is Ala Moana Bowls, which is one of the more famous surf spots on the South Shore. 1 year ago, almost exactly to the date, we had one of the worst sewage spills, definitely in the islands that we've ever had.
Right here.
One of the worst in the country, in the Alawai Canal. The sewage lines broke and 48 million gallons of raw sewage went into the Alawai Canal, and that flows out into the ocean. So you had this huge river of muck flowing out into this surf break out here. One surfer was infected and she was hospitalized.
Wow.
And another guy who fell into the marina and got cut by some of the coral got infected and he ended up dying. And that's when Surfrider, we stepped in and said, okay, this is enough is enough. We have to do something. There's a major crisis. And so we set up a meeting of all the state officials, city officials, federal officials, environmental groups, lifeguards, paddlers, surfers, and we formed a wastewater spill committee to make sure that nothing like this ever happens again. And I would advise most people to not go surfing a day or two after a really heavy rain, and don't go swimming. One of the biggest things that Surfrider is doing is just trying to make people aware of that, and then just make them realize by just little things that they do, they can make a difference. We have a campaign, No Butts on the Beach, just about like don't put your cigarettes out on the beach because that ends up in the ocean and turtles and other fish feed on it. Some people still empty their oil in their driveway or something, and then it goes out into the street. That's a huge thing. I mean, it's millions of gallons, worse than the Exxon Valdez. If the oil from your car is going into the streets, going into the drains, it's going into the ocean, you're swimming in it.
I always think about all the pesticides people are spraying too.
Yeah, pesticides.
Like to keep their lawn beautiful.
Yeah.
Why did we come to Kaneohe Bay?
Well, we're Kaneohe Bay, basically, this is beautiful coral at one point that's totally bleached out from runoff. And I know you guys are doing sustainable agriculture with your cotton and...
Yeah, all the synthetic fertilizers and pesticides that modern industrial agriculture puts on the fields ends up draining down into the rivers and into the oceans and into the bays, and all the sea life gets contaminated. Going back to World War II, you have the advent of munitions, phosphor, nitrogen, and magnesium, the chemicals that go into the explosives for the war. Same chemicals that are put on the fields for soil fertility, that's fertilizer.
The cottonseed companies are the same companies that make the chemicals. So they've got it to a point where you can't grow these certain cotton plants without the chemicals. But that seems ridiculous to me. With today's technology, we don't have to spray all these chemicals on the fields, and then these problems aren't as much of a problem. I mean, we're just a little more considerate to what we put down our drains. This place could recover.
One of the best things that you can do, that I heard one conservationist say, is just go to the beach. The more people that go to the beach and realize what a precious resource this is and enjoy it, the more people are invested in protecting it.